I a prologue to say. And we'll welcome one and all. Time to our day. First begun in a well-famed Kent a fair while ago, we built for over a year in the dome and showed the new end, inspired by local kids. It's great. Look at this, a bear stage. About the kind of future they'd like to see. Just wait. Look at this, a bear stage. No sir, no scenery. Why, but you're Spielberg, Frozen, CGI, what are you Zillion? Daniel Bucket's playing your part. We've done better than that. We give it heart. We'll tell his tale in a very old-fashioned way. Story and music and song and just to say, young dancers battling dinosaurs, mutant rats, dancing careers, orange overall, white safety hats. Also, if you please, with your imaginations, time to start a tale in so many ways. Story of Harry Woodman, ex-miner, and the heart of his family, his grandkids, Megan and Jay, his community. After Bullars that twinkle, beneath all of it, the pulsing, vibrating, heart of it.
Cleaned right hard, and so's ruddy cold pit. Do you understand? Come on, get off to your bedrooms, pair on you. Go on.
Two kids, brother and sister. Little Jammy Dodger Jack.
And Megan the Mighty, the Karate Queen.
Both feeling unloved by their granddad.
Megan is a mighty 13 years old and 3 months. She knows it all. Snapchat, Insta, influencer, black belt karate, self-defenser, vlogging, shade and tea, missing Don't you mess with me. Scared of them. Scared for them.
Off that phone now and into bed.
Sorry there.
Megan's brother, Jake.
Zap
Age 8 in her case.
BMX, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, Mario, enjoy them, nerf gun, Force 1, UFO, Charlie Doctors, cheesy pasta, chips and cake, T-Rex, top trucks, I am Jake.
Off that now and get to sleep. You and me.
Megan and Jake might know her from somewhere, with a face in a phone.
Megan.
Will you leave me alone?
Megan.
A keep out sign on the door.
Megan.
Always looking for something more.
Megan.
Get lost, look, but why does she have to take everything so personally? Jake,
Stop rocking that chair.
Jake,
What's going on in there?
Jake.
You've had your
No
chips.
way, no Jake, they're not with me today. Jake, or ice cream.
Nothing. Why does he have to take everything? So literally.
They're not money, just made, just enough, just about making ends meet.
Harry Woodman. Woody, if they're asking for me at welfare. How it were before. Oh, dear. Kids would beg me for stories.
Not out of a book! A story out your mouth about the good old days.
Come on then. And I'd tell them about waiting for the pit bus in dark before dawn. Falling down in lift cage faster than a speeding bullet. Down to the clanging, pulsing, vibrating world. Riding in underground railways and on boats through flooded tunnels to the searing heat of the coil face, where bare-chested men hewed fossilised sun energy from the ancient forest ferns. I can still see it sometimes. Mark on coil from them leafy fronds, and mark of coil on me.
And it's showing once more the blue-black tattoos on his skin, his crooked finger.
And each time a different story.
Giant mutant rat. Come jumping at it, coil bucket, tried to bite it off. He'd have had me by throat if Dead-Eye Dinger hadn't to whacked it with his pit hammer.
Like Thor out of Avengers!
Woody's mates were like underground superheroes, always special names and powers.
Singer!
Dave Bell,
Wingnut!
his ears.
Eggy, Spud, Chalky, Chili, Pothead! Pothead?
Work it out, love.
2 fat ones and a thin one?
One lad's pit number, 881.
But Woody's right-hand man was Barnsley-born Peter Warren, known to his mates as Rabbit,
That's it.
the joker of the pit. It was Rabbit who put jam in pockets, custard in boots, grease on tool handles, and tadpoles in tap water.
We got his own back on him once though. We put live rabbits in his locker. They're probably still down there breeding like...
Mutant rats! Woody and Rabbit. Years after they closed the coin room, you'd always find them together, laughing and joking and playing dolls down welfare. Till the night Banachek came for Rabbit.
Banachek. Woody and Rabbit's name for the nook. The shadowy spirit of the coal mine. Banachek. A whisper in the dark. Tap of hammer in an abandoned pit shaft. Scrape of an hobnail boom.
One night, Rabbit were late getting to welfare. He'd been walking fast. Yeah, his face is all red and he's wheezing and coughing and panting. But weren't we all saying? It's a legacy of life down pit, breathing in coal dust. So he puts a serious face on it and he says, I had to leg it, I knows. I could hear his boots behind me. It were Banachek. So we're all laughing now. We're laughing. And suddenly there's a crack from under the table. A banger or a snapper. We all leap back. We're spilling beer everywhere. And then there's Rabbit laughing. laughing and coughing. That was last laugh he had on us. Because next day, he went into hospital. And he never came back.
Something in Woody never came back either.
His heart is still in the pit.
the kids said, Mum's still thinking she'll make it out for the night. There's a sudden noise from the kitchen. Something falling, something cracking.
Not good. She runs downstairs. It's not just a broken cup, she's sure of that. Bonnie's been dreading this, but she knows the first aid course and the drill from the course at work. She goes into automatic and gets her dad breathing again, whilst Megan, in shock, but suddenly putting on years, calls the hospital on a mobile phone.
Jake's gone silent, serious face, eyes wide with fear. He's still like that when the ambulance comes, but when Bonnie asks if he's alright, he nods. Okay.
And Megan, who's won her mum's trust, waves her off with Woody in the ambulance and promises she'll look after her little brother and she'll keep in touch by text.
Jake is sent to his room. School tomorrow, no matter what. But while Megan sets up camp in the front room, phone at the ready, telling him quiet in a corner, he wakes up with a start, jumps out of bed, pulls on his clothes, and starts shoving stuff into his school bag. His court-firing toy rifle his granddad got him when his mum wouldn't buy him a Nerf gun. Woody's old snap tin containing Jake's Jurassic Park top trumps. A packet of Jermy Dodgers! A bottle of water. And his can't go anywhere without it, Nintendo Switch. Then he writes a note.
For his sister to find 20 minutes later. She's been on the phone to her mum, who's been trying to reassure her. Doing an operation to clear his arteries. He'll pull through. Tough as old pimp boots. But there's uncertainty in her voice. And when Megan hears the click of the latch, she turns round to check that Jake isn't out of bed earwigging.
Oh, he's out of bed, all right. And out of the house as well. Pinning his note to the door. Gone to fetch Grandad's art from pit! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, Jake.
Megan starts running. Raised above a landscape, like some warrior chief's burial mound, a grassy hillock covering the remains of the pit head.
To which Jake now stands, toy rifle at the ready, casting a long shadow into the late summer sun.
Megan arrives, having run all the way, catches her breath, and lets rip. What are you up to, Jake? It's not some game we're playing. Grandad's proper ill. His heart's not actually here. Just to say it. Mum's sick with worry. If she knew where you were, she... No, you're back home with me. Right, now. Come on, it's getting dark. Let's go. Get off me! I know what I'm doing. They'll be here soon in the books. They're damn bastard and bullet. It's a king, like Grandad told us. The railway, the underground river. Look out, you two ratty dogs. Fight them up. Zap back, zap back. Find in charge. Bring it back. And what can she say? He's upset, but so is she. And Mum has left her in charge. But it's like when Jake was a toddler. You'd tell him a story at bedtime, and he'd wake up terrified. The big bad wolf, the bulky man. It's a dream, all in your imagination.
Dream, lass? Aye, a dream. Yes, you could make a case for that. We've no time for a debate now. We better get to move on, lass, before it's too late.
You're a good...
Oh, we don't use the G word here, lass. Toast. Aye, toast. They're not some Scooby-Doo type ghost, oh no. I'm on double overtime with the everlasting late shift. And you'd better come with us if Woody's to live. Here comes the bus.
Jane, all bravado, knocked out of him, crumbles into Meg.
Who, fighting a fear, grabs a mobile phone and presses emergency call again and again and
10 million ton of coal above soil and rock above us, lass. Take a deep breath.
The breeze, the noise obeys. A light breeze from the lift shaft tickles their backs.
Think of it as a dream. Or a story, except you're in it.
Like a game, a computer game.
Well, if they must die, but there's no repeat, and there's only one mission. To bring back your grandfather's heart.
Will it save his life?
Or put it this way, lass. Without it, you've got no chance.
Right then, what's next?
That rabbit in the late shift showed what looked like big iron bathtubs. All I know on an underground railway.
This will take you where you need to go. Now, I'll be here on watch, but Dinger and the lads, they'll look after you, right? I've got you these from Lamp Room, a helmet and a brass check. Now hang on to them, because we'll need them back when you come out. We need to know who's down there, like, in an emergency.
They pile into the empty tubs, and with the jarring clanks and jerks, the underground train begins its long journey to the coalface. And they're glad when the track ends and they clamber out the tubs to walk. On they march for another 100 yards. Dinger leading the way, the roof of the tunnel bearing down until it can go no further, with its wooden arches like the crypt of a church. The coalface.
The late shift gathers round respectfully, as if waiting for a service to begin.
Well, there's nothing to look at. Just a seam of black coal gleaming in the lamplight.
The kids feel their confidence drain away. They're stuck down in a abandoned mine with a bunch of...
But then, it gets worse. Melting out the seam as if made of coal itself. A black, hooded figure.
Don't be afraid. Well, of course, when men in black would say things like that, it just makes you even more terrified.
And then,
Hungry?
this is a smell of
Chips and cheese and pasta. And the sweet fragrance of chocolate cake.
Oh, that must be starving.
Ravenous. Before them, out of thin air, a feast appears. So hungry.
Jake reaches for a fat, juicy chip.
No! Get off me! The underworld, Hades, we did it at school, eat their food, and you stay here forever.
But even as she speaks, her own hand is headed for the chocolate cake.
Eat now, pay later.
Something is shoved into her surface.
Jammy Dodgers?
Not health food, I brought them with me.
Oh, give me that!
A mistake. Megan's martial arts training quite literally kicks in.
Hiya!
Oh, there's a whistle from under the hood, a scratching, a scampering, and the biscuits are, once again, under attack.
Rats! A rippling wave of rats along the tunnel and up the walls.
Instantly, as if all this was expected, Digger and the late shift are wielding pit hammers and laying into the rats like an army of Norse gods. Backslapping, handshaking, high fives. Dinger helps Banachek to his feet.
And Megan and Jake look on astonished as Banachek pulls back his hood to reveal
Rabbit's 2 furry ears.
Nice one!
but Megan isn't having any.
So, what was all that about? If Banachek's not real, what about Grandad's heart? Is this all a sick joke? Because if it is, I need to wake up right now.
Easy. I mean, Banachek's real enough. He's not a person as such, but it's more a force that keeps us in check. It won't let us toasts go beyond the face to the deep past, where Grandad's heart is hidden. Now you do martial arts. We needed to harness your chi, yours and Jake's, your force, your inner power, to blast a hole in the cold face. Look!
The explosion has hauled a huge cave out the core and running through it to an underground river.
So,
There's a road but more to the bank.
So, we're on our own.
Where's the engine?
What? You see the shadowy figure at the end of the boat? That is the faceless ferryman. He'll take you where you need to go. Now, normally it's 2 coins for the journey, but I'll accept anything so long as it's something very precious to you.
She just knows. They both know.
For Grandad.
Says Megan, handing over her iPhone 19X.
For Grandad.
repeats Jake as he drops a popcorn into the sack. Sees the look on his sister's face. Sighs. And offers up his Nintendo Switch.
Well, that's your tickets paid for, right? Give me the helmets back and your brass tallies, and be careful how you get into that little boat. Right, Dinger, lads, and you out there, let's give them an everlasting late shift cheer. Hoggy, hoggy, hoggy! Hoggy, hoggy, hoggy! 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 Hoggy, hoggy, hoggy!
And away they glide, with a faceless ferryman, into the mists of time. waves rock the boat as the giant reptiles grab and gash at each other. They're about to be tipped into the swamp.
When they feel a fluttering breeze at their backs, the pages of history flick backwards once again and the dinosaurs vanish from sight.
And so does the boat.
They fall, almost gently, onto wet earth, and struggling to their feet, they find themselves on a muddy beach beside a wide sea, and behind them, a forest of tree ferns that stretches forever. Yeah! What's that? A metre-long centipede crawls between them.
Gross!
Dragonfly the size of an helicopter buzzes over Megan's head.
Get us out of here!
Silence, apart from the giant hum of giant insects.
No! We have to complete the mission! Grandad's heart!
As he says it, the field, from the volcanic vents, deep in the ocean, reaching out into the oxygen-rich land, the pulse of life itself, growing, striving, fighting for air. A new fern tree is growing. Two little fronds curling together to make the most perfect heart.
They look for something to dig it out, but it comes away easily in their hands.
What now?
Go home.
Rabbit said it was like a story. How does it happen in stories?
As they consider this, as the sun dips past the horizon, there's a flash, a green light, a rush, a wind.
And, like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, they are whirled up to the sky. playing. But the sound that greets them back where they began on the grassy hillock that covers the remains of the pithead is altogether less friendly.
Do you kids realise all the worry you've caused?
What to say?
Oh, what to say?
We say no need to take it so personally.
So, literally got a bit lost.
It's really dark out. Couldn't see that note.
Just a way of speaking.
That's it.
We wouldn't think his heart was actually in the pit.
Why didn't you?
Phone? Must have ran out of charge. Didn't realise.
We've come out to look for...
Something to buy for Grandad, but we couldn't because the shops were shut.
So, here we are!
And look, we found this.
It's a plant!
Which doesn't go down too well because what she's holding in her hand is a large lump of coal.
Kids, they shove them into the back of a police car and they run them to the hospital.
Bonnie's too upset to tell them off. She rushes them straight to intensive care to see their Grandad.
Now, Woody's had painkillers, so he's woozy. He takes a lump of coal as if he's been expecting it. Smiles when he sees the fossilised fern art.
I told you about this, didn't I? This is Carboniferous. From years and years ago. When trees grew that turned into coil. They're like me now. Ancient history.
Megan puts the coal on the bedside table, along with the flowers and the get well cards.
And Jake begins to cry, because it hasn't worked.
And Megan cries too. And their mum. Because that was Woody's way of saying goodbye. But they don't give up on him.
Little Jake and me may not always be apples of your eye, but we love you so, don't put faith in us, please don't say goodbye. Now we understand more what lies behind all those tales you tell. Makes us stand by you, stripped to battle through times when it was hell. We act clever, but we don't know it's all so much with some help from you, we can make a change when we get our turn. Little Jake and me have a story that no one will believe, but we swear it's true, every single word, as we live and breathe. You're the only one that we trust to tell all our secrets to. So where would we be, little Jake and me, Grandad without you? While there's life, there's hope, take some heart from us, we have so much pride. In all you have done, Grandad, we need you,
there's hope. And sometimes the other way around.
So you'd not be that surprised, just a few months later, to see Bonnie Woodland out for the night with her mates.
On the verge of having an extremely good time.
Because Grandad is back home with the kids.
Pacemaker, beta blockers, bypass. At least I'm not buttered toast. Now, how many times do we have to tell you kids that I believe you? Every word. I mean, it were me that told you about rats and banner check, weren't it? And late shift and cliff cage and rabbit. That couldn't have made all that up. Antimatter were a bit of a stretch though, lad. But apart from that, ponies and kids down pit and that giant fern has made the call. All true. So what's all this about this project at school they're doing? About Coalfield, innit?
It's about the environment. We've been researching how to make lives better for everyone, so all our dreams can come true.
If only.
We have to do a presentation in assembly. The whole class. You can come and do it with us too.
And me, I could come too.
The school hall crammed full of noisy children and their families. Megan's class teacher, Mrs. Gowan.
Followed by Mr. Fletcher, the deputy head.
Quiet, please. That goes for you, Jason. Hey, and you, Marie Louise.
You're excited, of course, and so are we. But it's time to find out what Megan and classmates have been doing with the help and support of family members. One of whom, despite a recent heart operation, has insisted on being here today with his grandchildren. So, can we please have a very warm welcome to Megan and Jake's grandfather, Harry Woodman.
It's just Woody. It's a long time since I've been in a school assembly, but it seems like only day before yesterday. There I am, on back row, making farting noises. Sorry. I was a cheeky devil at school, you know. Centre A football team, strong legs, broad shoulders. And my father, he were a collier. He were well paid and well respected. And I was so proud to follow him down pit. But that's all history now. It's all as history. And I've got scars to prove it. Got a couple more now. All them in Zipper Club will know what I mean. You know it, right? It turns you up when you get to shake hands with old Boney up there. It makes you bring things from deep down up to the surface, things that really matter, like our kids and our grandkids, who have been considering what sort of world they want to be brought up in. And it's not all Big Macs and computer games and holidays in Florida. I mean, there's some of that, obviously, there will be. But most on it is closer to home. About what they wish for their families and the communities, and dare I say it, for the planet. So, let's give them a fair hearing and some encouragement.
I
thought more zebra crossings would be cool, and a lollipop lady on duty outside our school.
Dodging cars with Powell wheelchair sent you dizzy.
Or a school bus to pick us up when our parents are busy. A prescription drop-off for folk who can't get around.
A neighbourhood medical centre would be sound.
Or a hospital closer to home.
On a quiet street, I could stay a hangout where kids' problems can be.
Decent jobs.
A vet,
Community public library.
swap shop,
Arcade, great games.
virtual reality,
Coffee shop. The kind you've seen other places where families and friends sit and chatter with smiling faces.
activity centre,
Nice house without any damp.
every sharing in a walk by shining street lamp,
Community police more people than the streets assigned.
the activity club for our youth, one of every kind. Football pitches, laser tag,
Centres with special facilities for people to do music and drama with disabilities.
canal and river walks,
Allotments.
places to have fun,
More regular trains and buses.
ones that actually run,
Support for new mums and babies.
take parks for the small.
Help the poor and the homeless with nothing at all.
I'd build a huge plant house if it were left up to me, where we grow all kinds of fresh foods and give it for free.
One thing we need is more rubbish bins.
It's a disgrace, all those tin cans, glass bottles and dog poop, that litters the place.
Let's have a big, massive clean-up.
Graffiti,
Parks,
roads,
the lot. And be proud as punch as where the place we live.
Why not? Then to celebrate a festival,
Every season a treat.
inflatables,
Right. Barbecues.
parades,
Dancing in the streets.
super screen cinemas, sports,
Rides.
a water fight,
In winter, singing around a fire pit all through the night.
Millions of years ago, here, it was all fresh air. No people like us or animals anywhere. Just millions of fern trees, some as tall as 10 stories.
and millions of mini and mega-sized creepy crawlies, and millions of wriggly things swimming about in the sea.
And what all this has to do with you and me is that when those millions died and rotted away, they became the coal, oil and gas which we burn today.
And that causes climate change.
To put it in reverse, planting millions of trees is one way to lift the
They
curve.
put oxygen back.
Solar, wind and wave power are all clean.
We'll need truckloads of that for our future world to be green.
All that life energy trapped in here. It did its job, and we did ours. But this planet now needs some tender, loving care. So, let's find some green shoots. It's for the future, for your future. And I know my heart, that's where my heart is now. Up here, in the sunshine, for you.